Hey baddies, it's your girl Sham and I'm back with another video. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you could be a baddie too. Obviously, as you guys can tell by the title, this is going to be my updated brow routine, so let's go ahead and get straight into the video. You got me twisted. You got me twisted. Alright, so before I get too far into anything, I did already do the routine before I filmed the intro, so that's why my face is red and irritated and just a little fresh, because I already did it, and then you'll see it in a second. The products that I use is the Sally Hansen Stripless Wax, so it's a hard wax. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5 because it just didn't really do what I needed it to do. But if you're new to waxing your face, I would definitely recommend starting off with this first versus like a soft wax. It's a little bit messier, a little bit more finicky as far as like you could potentially rip your skin off and things like that. This is definitely going to be your safest bet. But as you guys will see, it didn't pull all of the hairs out like I needed it to, because hard wax is good for getting like bigger, thicker hairs versus the soft wax that's best for getting the finer hairs, and I have a lot of fine brow hairs, so this didn't really do what I needed it to do, but she clocked in and did a little something, so I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. The second product that I use is this Just for Men Easy Comb In Beard Dye. It looks like this. It was $8 for a tube of dye that's already mixed up, so I bought this one because I didn't have to mix it up or do anything extra. I just squirt a little out whenever I get ready to use it and put it on my brows. And it also says that it said it on here somewhere. Okay. Patented no mix formula automatically stops coloring after 10 minutes for perfect color every time. So that was the other reason why I bought this, is because I was always nervous of going too dark with my brows, but knowing that this is going to stop developing after 10 minutes, whether I keep it on for 15 or 20 or whatever, made me feel a lot safer. So I used the shade A45 dark brown in the men's beard dye. I also bought this spoolie brush from Target where I bought the beard dye. It has a spoolie on one side and a brush on the other side, so I use that to paint the dye onto my brows. This Sally Hansen wax I had to get at Walgreens. They didn't sell it at Myers, didn't sell it at Target, didn't go look in Walmart, but Walgreens had it. So oh, I'm not a professional, by the way. Not a professional waxer, not a professional esthetician, not a professional hair dyer person, none of that. So please be advised that if you are to follow the steps that I did doing my facial routine or whatever, it will be at your own risk, because I'm doing it at my own risk. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing y'all how I do it, okay? And if you choose to follow that, that's on you. So best of luck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in and first start off with trimming the long hairs that need to be trimmed. So hopefully y'all can see. I am going to be looking in my mirror, so if I'm out of focus, I'm sorry. Me getting my brows done correctly is going to take priority. I'm just going to take this spoolie and brush the hairs down. I have these like tweezer scissors that I bought off Amazon, and I use these to cut. I like these a lot better because you can get a more precise cut compared to using like the mini scissors. Okay, now we're going to brush them up and do the same thing. I'm just cutting the hairs that are extremely long and kind of out of the shape that I want my brows to be in. Like this one, super long. Okay, and then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. I always go down first. I am going to be using, I'll show you guys this one. It's like this little popsicle stick. So like this is what it looks like. I do have like a standard one I could show you guys compared to it. This is the standard popsicle stick. This is the one I'm going to be using. It's way smaller. And I like it because I can get more precise with my brows. Less of a chance of me messing them up compared to the big stick. So we'll just go ahead and go in with this. So I am using a hard wax now instead of a soft wax because the GG honey wax that I was using, the soft wax, it actually was pulling my skin off. Pretty much what I think happened was the acne medicine that I use, or like the acne wash that I use, it's a chemical peel. And so with it sort of peeling my skin and then me using a soft wax and that also pulling off my skin, it would leave a bunch of little like scabs and stuff. And I didn't like that. Like when I would do my brows, there would be like scabs and stuff left over. So I figured I would switch to a hard wax because the hard wax is only supposed to pull at the hair and not the skin. Oops. So hopefully you guys can kind of see that I'm not getting I'm getting as close as I can to my brow hairs without actually like pulling any of the brow hairs out, because I would prefer to go in and pluck those out individually than to pull them out with the wax. So I just like do cleanup strips with the wax and then I go in and pluck the rest. So okay, I feel like that didn't do what I needed it to do. Okay, and last but not least, while this is drying, we're just gonna do my little whiskers that be right here. Alright, and this is pretty much starting to solidify now. I can mix it and it'll give a little bit, but it's pretty much done for this use. I probably look psychotic. That literally, okay. That's so annoying. It like didn't do what it needed to do. There's still a whole bunch of like little hairs that whatever. We're just gonna pull these pieces out and we're just gonna get the rest of it by hand, unfortunately, which is annoying. Okay, now for the brows. So this is the tedious part because I kind of have to like go back and forth to kind of get a new idea of what I have to like look at each brow fresh, because if I stay on one brow for too long I will overpluck it. So I know all of these hairs up here need to go that the wax didn't pull out. Okay, to be honest, I think that's as good as it's going to get. I like the way that they look. I do normally like to keep a natural, just like cleaned up look to my brows. I don't really like to arch them or anything because they are super thin, as y'all can see. This is probably about the thickest part of my brow, and then the rest is just like on the struggle bus. So I don't like to, like I said, pull too many hairs out of my brows. I just like to clean them up, do a nice little shape. And so now what I'm going to do is tint them. I just started doing this. This is my second time tinting them. I used this Just for Men Easy Combing color. I used this one because it's already mixed up in this tube. I don't have to do anything other than squirt it out. I am going to take some Vaseline and a Q-tip, and I'm just gonna coat my skin where I pulled the hairs out from, just so that the dye potentially getting on it doesn't irritate it. I'm just kind of like using this as a protective coat for my skin. Now we're going to pretty much dump this on a piece of foil, just a little bit, because a little goes a long way. You don't need too much. I actually poured too much, but it's fine. I'm literally going in with this much. I'm going to use the same little spoolie brush. I'm going to use this side of it, and what I'm going to do is dip the brush in the product, and we're going to, I'm actually going to mix this up a little bit first just to make sure it's all consistent, and then I'm just going to actually start where my hairs are the thickest and go like this. Now y'all could probably see that I'm being pretty sloppy with this. I don't necessarily feel the need to be super clean with it, because I noticed the last time that it really only stuck to the hairs. It didn't stain my skin or anything, which is a plus. So now I'm just kind of going in a little bit more, a little bit closer to the front, and feathering it in. Like so, like that. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And now, so like when I did the front the last time, I just kind of very lightly went like this. Because I actually like the front of my brows and how they kind of naturally fluff in to the rest of my brows, versus like having like a block. Like, ooh, she filled in her brows. I kind of like to leave the front as natural as possible, so I just very lightly, oops, coat the front. Okay. So now that this is on my brows, and see, I still have a bunch left over and I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna take some more Q-tips, take a little micellar water, and clean these up. Gee, my allergies are killing me today. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to take some avocado oil. I'm going to cover my face in it, trying to avoid my brows because we already did those. And we're going to shave our face while we're waiting on this to develop. I'm not even keeping track of how long this has been on for because I don't really care. Like I said, it's not going to develop past 10 minutes anyway, so if I go over 10 minutes, I don't really care. But the way to kill two birds with one stone is to let this develop, shave my face at the same time. So now we're going to be using this little razor right here. I like this one because it's thick, it's longer, you can get a lot of surface area with fewer strokes. So now I'm just going to get close. I'm using the 10x magnification, and I'm just going to get close, and I'm going to start like right here. And I'm going to stop literally where my skin is red because I don't want to over irritate that area where I waxed and plucked. I think that's very important, not over irritating the area. And as y'all can see with me doing the shaving of my face, I'm only going over each area one time. I'm trying my absolute best to not have to double dip in any areas. There is a hair left here that I didn't get, so let me just get those. You don't want to shave your face with too many passes the same way you don't want to do your legs with too many passes because it will irritate your skin. You will probably end up with some razor bumps or some scratches, and you just don't want to deal with that. I am wiping this off with a paper towel after a couple of passes just to get all of the extra hair off. Not a paper towel, a tissue. Same difference. I didn't used to shave my face as frequently as I do now, but I like doing it because I noticed that like a lot of the cystic acne I get it comes when there's hairs coming out of my face versus when I shave the hairs off. My skin is a lot smoother, it's a lot clearer, but once those hairs start coming back out, and I don't think it's them growing back out. I think it's just them being on my face and there being something giving access to the germs to get under my skin and stuff. Like the hair. I think that is what causes me to have really bad acne. But like I said, when I shave the hairs off, I don't have that problem. Alright, so I don't know how long it's been, don't really care. Now it's time to go ahead and wipe off this men's beard dye. I think it says to use like shampoo or conditioner or something when you wash it off. But I'm not gonna do that. I am just going to take a cotton round, some micellar water, and wipe it off because that's what I did the last time and it was fine. For some reason my face is itchy. I don't know if it's this avocado oil because I usually don't use it on my face, but like all right here my face is like itchy. But we're just gonna take her and do like this. I should have only tinted one brow so y'all could see the difference, but oh well, too late. And now we're gonna do the other one. So as y'all can see, it didn't really dye my skin. It only dyed the hairs that I put it on. And hopefully y'all could see too the way that I kind of feathered the front of it. It looks darker, but it doesn't look boxy and it doesn't look crazy. Because I hate when people fill in their brows and they look like that. I'll be like, oh my god, make it stop. But yeah, all right, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got to the end of this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also click the bell notification so that you get notified when I post every Sunday at 5 p.m. aside from Vlogmas. Starting the first Sunday of 2022, I will be back on my regular schedule. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of the products that I use, they will be down in the description, but you can also leave a comment in my comment section. I will be sure to comment back to you guys. I appreciate you guys that take the time to leave comments, so the least I could do is take my time and respond to y'all while y'all are down there. Okay, there is a link in my description if you want to click that link so that you can listen to my music. Come back, let me know if you like it or not. Follow me on social media at Sham the Baddest, and other than that, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.